Welcome to the Craft Collab's favorite fall colors hop. Sweater weather has arrived. Well, actually, I'm in Texas and it was 100 degrees today, but in some parts of the world, sweater weather has arrived. And we're all inspired by the glorious colors of this time of year. We're each sharing our favorite fall color combinations in our projects to delight and inspire you. Enjoy our projects and thanks for hopping. Today, I'm going to create this fun card using a free SVG cut file from Dreaming Tree, which is a 3D SVG cut file creator. Yes, you heard me right, absolutely free. Pair this with an electronic die cutting machine and some pretty paper, and you have the main ingredients for a quick and easy card. Now, originally, I chose this pretty paper from Echo Park's Flora No. 1 collection to create my shoe. But upon further review, while piecing it together, I thought about the theme of this hop, and that is, what is my favorite fall color? Well, hands down, it has to be red. So I chose to really go all in by switching to this pretty red foil craft paper from Tim Holtz. For the background, I was originally going to go with this soft pink, but when I flipped it over, I feel like I found fall color gold. The beautiful reddish pink that coordinated perfectly with the shoe that had a wonderful orange accent in the middle and those beautiful purple flowers. I also chose to stay with the green I had cut from the pattern papers. It matched well also. The final change I made to the original design was to cut some lawn fawn stitched leaves out of orange foil craft paper from the same paper pad as the red. I used these instead of the flowers to decorate the front of the card. Now that I have everything together to build this card, let's get to it. First, I adhere the background onto the inside of the card using my dotted tape runner. Then I started applying the dotted tape runner over the shoe. It was a little putsy over the scroll. So for the next step, where I am adhering the green, I use tape runner along the straight, thicker parts and adhere it to the shoe, and then add liquid glue to the back of the scrolls and then adhere them down. This works much better. I cut out the base of the shoe from the pattern paper I told you about in the beginning. The only issue was that now it did not pop when I checked out how it looked in position. This was easily solved with a black Sharpie marker. Now that it is all colored in, let's move over to the white section of my mat so you can see what I'm doing. I carefully applied some dotted adhesive to the back of my piece and then positioned it in place and adhered it under the shoe. I love the detail this little piece adds. I cut out 5 of the smaller leaves from the die set and fussed around a bit with placement. I tried a number of different combinations. I put some at the top, some at the bottom, under the heel, and eventually settled on applying 1 as if it was part of the shoe up top, and then 3 placed around the heel. I even bent the edges of the leaves up so you might even be able to imagine the wind was blowing a bit. The cut-up parts for this paper pad were so pretty that I really wanted to use one as the sentiment on the front of this card. Okay, you're going to have to excuse my puppy because she's decided to squeak her toy as I'm finishing up this voiceover. But it's 12:22 a.m. and I'm going to get this done, whether she squeaks or not. So anyway, let me start over. The cut-up parts from this paper pad were so pretty that I really wanted to use one as the sentiment on the front of this card. I decided on this circle in the bottom right and found a circle punch that would work perfectly with it. I punched out the sentiment, popped it up on foam squares, and attached it to the front of the card, and this card was done. Also included in the download was a coordinating envelope that had a pretty cut detail and an envelope liner which I cut out of the background paper. After assembling the envelope, I took some of the orange foil paper and adhered it behind the floral detail before covering it up with the envelope liner as a beautiful finishing touch. And there you have it, a super quick and easy card and envelope using some fun and free SVG files and pretty papers. I hope you were delighted and inspired by our fall colors hop today. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And click the up or down thumb and leave a comment below to let me know how I did and if you have any questions. I look forward to sharing my next video with you soon. Thank you again for joining me today. Happy crafting!